stronger, the Villagers or the Illagers, the Ravager, the Iron Golem, the Evoker, and more? Who will bring glory to their tribe and be the ultimate champion? Let's not waste any time and head down to the arena, where the Mutant Villager is facing off against the Villager Guards. The Villager Guard and the Mutant Village get underway, and the Mutant Villager is going right after the Villager Guard. The Villager Guard is swiping away with those swords, though, getting some good damage on the Mutant Villager. The Mutant Villager just keeps rushing through, trying to pound away at any Villager Guard he sees coming through, and the Villager Guards are just putting some good pressure on the Mutant Villager. Hacking away. Now some of them are using some of their bow and arrows. Looks like half of them had the arrows, half of them had the swords, and that'll do it. The Mutant Villager goes down, and the Villager Guard takes the win.
Great effort by the Villager Guard. You know, they are very impressive, and they'll defend themselves to the nth degree. Great job by them.
The Villager Guard moves on to the semifinals, where they will await the winner of our next quarterfinal matchup between the Reformed Witch and the Iron Golem. Ken, what can you tell us about the Reformed Witch?
The Reformed Witch is a neutral mob that uses harmful splash potions as ranged weapons and positive potions on itself. It's the kinder non-hostile variant of a normal witch. They use an array of potions to fight and defeat its foes. So you gotta watch out for that potion magic if you're the Iron Golem.
Ooh, potions. Wonder if she has some of that love potion number 9, if you know what I mean, Ken.
No, I don't, John.
Well, in any event, Ken, tell us about the Iron Golem.
Well, the Iron Golem, as we've seen before, is a buildable neutral mob that attacks monsters with its arms, knocking them into the air. When attacking, an Iron Golem moves quickly towards its target and swings its arms up violently to attack, flinging the target into the air.
Thanks a lot, Ken, and before we get down to the field for the match, don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel so you don't miss any future tournament battles here on Minecraft Battles. And the match is underway. The Iron Golem looking where to go, and there it is. The Reformed Witch is using those potions on the Iron Golem. The Iron Golem is going to one side of the witches, and he got one out there. Now he's just swinging his arms, going through them, trying to muscle his way through this potion. The potion is doing some heavy damage, though, to the Iron Golem. The Iron Golem is swinging back and forth. He got rid of one. He's trying to get rid of another. There goes that other one. He's swinging his arms away, but he's taking tremendous damage. How much longer can he hold on here is soon to be seen. Let's see. The Reformed Witches are going down by the head. There's 2 left. There's one taking damage. The Iron Golem is still taking damage from that potion. It looks like he's slowing down here a bit. The one witch is throwing those potions at him, and he goes down hard, and the Reformed Witch gets the win with her potions.
Yeah, John, we knew those potions were going to be trouble for the Iron Golem, but the Iron Golem really swung away till the end. That was a close one.
So the Reformed Witch moves on to the semifinals, where she will take on the Villager Guard. Let's move over to the left side of our bracket now for our next quarterfinal matchup between the Royal Guard and the Evoker. Ken, what can you tell us about the Royal Guard?
John, a Royal Guard is a heavily armored Illager, as you see his shield there. Royal Guards can be seen wearing dark armor that has a fancy gold trim running around the helmet edges and beneath the shoulder gear. Royal Guards are slower than most mobs, yet extremely strong, capable of dealing heavy damage.
And what about the Evoker, Ken? No thrills there, he's standing stoic.
Yeah, John, an Evoker is a spellcasting Illager found in woodland mansions and raids, and the only source of the Totem of Undying. It uses 2 spells to attack, one that summons armor-piercing fangs, and one that summons vexes. If an Evoker is attacked, all nearby Evokers become alerted and start attacking the target as well, and does not show its hands.
Yes, indeed, as he's not showing his hands right there on the stand, standing stoic as we head down to the field and get ready for our next matchup between the Royal Guard and the Evoker. The Evoker putting some spells in the air, and there goes. He sends the Vexes over at the Royal Guard. The Royal Guard comes charging, taking some heavy damage, but the Evoker is taking some damage as well as they step back a little bit. They got some spells going now as well. They got the Vexes in the air. Now the Royal Guard has had to split up itself. The Royal Guard is taking some heavy punishment though in there, as there's a few out and there's another one that goes down. There's only 3 left now. Make that 2. And I think maybe now there's only 1 left as the Vexes are in the air going after it. The Royal Guard tries to use the shield, but down it goes, and the Evoker gets the win.
Wow is all I can say about the Evoker. It's like battling 2 or 3 mobs out there with those spells that he puts on people.
So the Evoker will move on to the semifinals, where he will await the winner of our next matchup, the Ravager against the Pillager. Ken, what can you tell us about the Ravager?
Ravagers are large, hostile mobs that only spawn alongside illagers and raids. They attack players, adult villagers, wandering traders, and Iron Golems by running at them and biting them. They may be briefly stunned by being blocked with a shield, but after recovering, they will roar, damaging and knocking away all nearby entities.
And on the other side, we have the Pillager. Ken, what can you tell us about the Pillager?
Pillagers are hostile mobs armed with crossbows found in wandering patrols or as participants in raids. A pillager attacks by shooting arrows from its crossbows every 3 seconds, so that's a high rate of fire there, John.
We'll see what happens here with this next matchup between the Ravager and the Pillager. The match is underway as the Pillagers are running to attack the Ravager. The Ravager puts his head down and knocks one back and knocks him out cold there. And the Pillagers are now using their arrows, putting some heavy damage on the Ravager. The Ravager is just knocking away anything that's in its path. As the Pillagers are kind of in a group now, they better watch out because they're going to take some heavy damage. There goes another Pillager out, but they're using those arrows, are the Pillagers, to get some good damage in against the Ravager. The Ravager, however, it keeps turning around, trying to knock out anybody that moves. He did a nice spin move there to get some damage on the Pillagers. The Pillagers better watch out here. They're down to their last few, and they knock down the Ravager. The Pillagers get the win.
John, I'm not too sure if standing in that group was such a smart idea, but they got the win anyway, so it really doesn't matter.
So the Pillagers move on to the semifinals, where they will take on the Evoker, but our next matchup is our first semifinal match between the Reformed Witch and the Villager Guard. Ken, how do you see this one playing out?
Well, John, the Reformed Witch looked really good in their first matchup, using those potions to their advantage. You know, I just don't see how the Villager Guard can do anything except swing away with the sword and use those shields. But easier said than done. If I'm the Reformed Witch, I'm using those potions and then I am running out of the way and letting the Villager Guard go in and run into those potions and then just keep brushing those into the air, because that's really all the Reformed Witch can do. If I'm the Villager Guard, I'm using my shield to deflect those potions and then swing away with my sword. Now you might have to take some damage from the potions, but if you get in there and swing away with the sword and do more damage on the witch, then you might come away with the victory and move on to the finals.
We'll see what happens. Can the Villager Guard take away those Reformed Witches potions? Soon to find out here on Minecraft Battles. Hey, don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel so you don't miss any future tournaments that we have, or you can look back at some older tournaments that you may have missed. As now we're looking down on the field, getting ready for our next matchup, it's the Reformed Witch versus the Villager Guard. As the match gets ready to get underway, the Villager Guard goes attacking at the Reformed Witch. The Reformed Witch spits out those potions, and those potions are flying in the air, taking out some of the Villager Guards. The Villager Guards are trying to use those swords, swinging away. They're doing some damage as well. They knock down a Reformed Witch. They knock down another one. The potions are still flying, and there goes the last Reformed Witch. The Villager Guard gets the win, and decisively, as a matter of fact.
Yeah, John, that's what they were going to have to do. They were going to have to take a little bit of damage from the potions to get the victory and swing away with those swords. Great job by them.
The Villager Guard moves on to the finals and will await the winner of the Evoker and the Pillager in our next semifinal matchup. Ken, how do you see this one playing out?
Well, John, in my opinion, the Evoker is the favorite just because of those potions that he can put on you, and he can have those vexes fly in the air, and then once they're in the air, if you don't have arrows, then you don't stand a chance. But luckily, the Pillagers do have arrows. Now, hopefully, they have good aim and can use those arrows wisely. So it's going to be a great matchup either way. It's going to be an aerial assault, I feel, and the Pillagers are going to have to use the aim of their arrows if they want to come away with the win here. But I think the Evoker has the edge.
Let's see if the Pillagers can come away with the upset here.
Oh, the hair on the back of my neck is standing up here, John. I'm so excited.
The Evokers are casting those spells. They sound out the Vexes. As the Pillagers come forward, they got their arrows ready and they fire, but there are some of those armor-piercing fangs from the Evokers. The Evokers still have some more armor-piercing fangs coming up. The Pillagers are taking some damage. There goes some more potion by the Evokers. Those Vexes are in the air now, and they're doing some damage. They're coming in with those little swords, doing some heavy damage on the Pillagers. The Pillagers probably need to back away there and take some less damage from those armor-piercing fangs, but they're just standing there stoic, trying to get some shots in with their arrows on those Vexes. They got some in though, and that's good, but here come the Vexes now. The Vexes are all in the air, spread around, and now the Pillagers are trying to run away and get some of those Vexes, but the Vexes and the Evoker get the win. And I say that as fair as possible, as the Evoker is almost like two mobs.
Yeah, John, they really know how to use those Vexes very well as those armor-piercing fangs.
So the Evoker moves on to the finals, where he will take on the Villager Guard. And Ken, what can you tell us about this finals championship matchup?
Well, John, it's pretty simple. As we've said all day long about the Evoker, they're gonna use those spells, the two spells. They're gonna use the armor-piercing fangs and the one that summons the Vexes. Now, if you can avoid trying to attack them, you can avoid being so close to them and get damaged by those armor-piercing fangs. But if they summon the Vexes, now you have aerial attack plus from the ground. It's just a no-win situation. However, the Villager Guard have the shield and the swords. Can the Villager Guard use the shield to its advantage to not take so much damage and then get around those armor-piercing fangs?
Now, the Pillager in the last match did have some type of advantage with those arrows, but if those Vexes get in the air, like you said, the Villager Guard rather, is going to have to use that shield to deflect some of that. So it's going to be really hard for the Villager Guard here. I would say the Evoker is the favorite going into this one.
This is an exciting finals matchup.
As both sides are on the field getting ready for this next matchup, don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel here on Minecraft Battles, especially if you liked today's battles. Down on the field, the match is underway, and the Evoker puts those spells out, putting the Vexes out there. Now, here comes the Villager Guard, though, attacking strongly against the Evoker taking heavy damage. What a great start here for the Villager Guard. As the Villager Guard is trying to avoid the Vexes, the Villager Guard puts some heavy damage on. Now the Vexes are in the air, so that's all that's left of the Evoker are the Vexes. Can the Villager Guard come away with the upset? Let's see. The Vexes are flying around. The Villager Guard is running around with the swords, trying to do as much damage as they can. There's only one Vexes left. Can the Villager Guard come away with the upset? Now it's down to the ground and took some damage. The Villager Guard is swinging away. Oh, there's one more over there, and the Villager Guard did it. It's an upset, folks. The best we've seen so far in Minecraft Battles.
Heart is all the Villager Guard needed there, along with those swinging swords, but they just came right out of the gate swinging those swords against the Evoker, got the Evoker out, and then the Vexes were left up in the air. The Vexes could have came away, but they kept getting too much damage taken by the Villager Guard. Great win by them.
And what a way to put an exclamation point on a great day of Minecraft battles between the Villagers and the Illagers, with the Villager Guard coming away as the tournament champions, as they stand on the podium there getting ready to take and accept their championship trophy. For my partner Ken Long, I'm John Willer, and this has been Minecraft Battles.